Okay. Jesus. What's up, all my Dragonlings? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damian Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of the Gaming News, where I run down the list of all the gaming news, facts, trivias throughout the entire week. I understand that I missed my date yesterday, and that's because, okay, let me be real. I overslept, and I forgot. So, I have no one to blame but myself. I am a man of very few mistakes, but when I do make a mistake, I take it all upon myself. So first off, like we do always, boom, hi! I'm not dead. Yeah, I should have, given some warning, but I forgot the entire day yesterday until my buddy Tui hit me up at 10 o'clock at night and told me, hey, what about the gaming news? And all I had to say was the most gigantic F-bomb I have ever delivered on the Discord. But personally, I don't normally forget. So I apologize. This is happening on a Monday, so beginning of the week. And that means I still have things to figure out. So, yes, it's going to be coming up this Sunday coming up. I'm not going to forget this time. Anyway, we have a lot of stuff to go through today. So, let's just dive right in, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of things from the PlayStation 5's controller, the PS5 itself, and something on Xbox. So, yeah. Let's get to the news, shall we? So, let's hop in. First off, the PlayStation 5 controller. The PS5 controller has a lot of, things that are left to be desired. And this is an article that came from pushsquare.com, and this was written by Stephen Telby, which was a couple days ago. And he wrote, the PS5 controller, DualSense features, price, and battery life. Everything we know about PlayStation 5's DualSense controller. Alright, first off, it says PS5's controller DualSense is one of the biggest innovations Sony is bringing to next gen. Naturally, there are a lot of questions floating around about the PS5's pad, including its features, price, and battery life. As part of the PS5 guide, we're going to tell you everything we know about the PS5 controller so far. First off, PS5 controller. What is it called? We already know about that. PS5 controller, what does it look like? You're looking at it right now. First thing you'll notice about the PS5 controller is its two-tone coloring. Usually Sony's pad sticks to one color, typically black, but with DualSense, white is the dominant color, while black is the secondary color. The grips, face buttons, and touchpad are all pure white, while the shoulder buttons and the lower middle of the pad are black. Blah, 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 blah. The DualSense controller is also a little bigger than we're used to, resembling the design employed by the Xbox Series X controller. Thumbsticks remain symmetrical where they've always been. When the touchpad has been expanded slightly, the face buttons, triangle, circles, X, and square are largely the same, although have lost their iconic cool coloring in favor of the sleek gray, as you guys can see here. The PS button is no longer circular, but takes the shape of PlayStation's logo. The light bar, which used to sit atop of the DualShock 4 PS4 controller, has been moved and refined around the touchpad, which actually is pretty cool. The share button has been renamed the create button, and the options button has a new symbol too. L1 and R1 remain largely unchanged, but L2 and R2 have been smoothed out to a degree. PS5 controller, how much will it cost? To be honest, we don't know yet. Of course, the PlayStation 5 will come with at least one DualSense controller when you buy your console, but we aren't sure how much they will be on their own. Considering that official PS4 controllers have a RRP of $59.99, we imagine the cost will be about the same or maybe slightly higher. We'll update this guide when we know more. Now, as I said, I skipped over a good chunk of that because we're literally looking at the freaking controller. Second off, Yeah, no one knows the price of this yet. No one knows the price of anything of the PlayStation 5 just yet. And that's something I want to know. But that's actually the next piece of news that I got for you guys. So, we will be getting into that right now. But the whole thing of the PS5's DualSense controller is that it's sleek, it's good looking, and actually at the moment, I actually feel pretty... I actually like it. And to be honest, a lot of people are hating the color of the PlayStation 5 controller. But to be honest, I'm actually a big fan of the white and black design because it's a step out of the norm. Like, everything used to be very, like, jet black. And now it's just, like, this vibrant white color. And, I mean, like, some people don't like it, but a lot of you guys are just going to customize your stuff. So, is it really that bad, to be honest? That's a point of contention, because what I like, a lot of other people don't. So you know what? You do you, internet. You do you. Anyway, on to our next piece of stuff today: the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 is shrouded in mystery. There's a lot of stuff we don't know about it, but we may be getting something. This is a rumor, and it states this: it's a rumor, but this is something to be called out. And whenever I get like a specific date, I like to call it out. As I told you guys before, I do have a small process that I go through to see if it's good enough to be on the gaming news, or it's something that you guys have to know. I'm not just gonna give you guys just rumors from everywhere. That's stupid. So this one specifically, calls it out because it gives a small time. It gives it a time, and to be honest, we need to know very soon. So I'm going to keep up with the dates of this. But it says this comes from PushSquare.com, and this is written by Stephen Talby, the same one as the last one. And it says rumor: next PS5 event pegged for the 6th of August, but we're not convinced. Here we go again. Following on from Sony's big PlayStation 5 showing last month, the question on everyone's lips has been, when's the next one? With Microsoft gearing up for a Series X game showcase this week, PlayStation fans have been wondering if the Japanese giant will counter with another event of some sort. If recent rumors are to be believed, Sony's planning another show very soon. Apparently, the next PS5 event will take place on the 6th of August at 1 p.m. PDT. Many publications are highlighting this, so we wanted to jump in and give our 2 cents. The trouble with the rumor is that it comes from a questionable source. Roberto Serino has correctly predicted PS5 related news in the past, but he's also the person that kickstarted all the talk of PS5 pre-orders last week. He suggested Sony would be revealing the price and opening up for orders on the 13th of July, which obviously did not happen. With a rocky track record, we're hard pushed to believe what Serino is saying. Still, it's not completely out of the question. VentureBeat journalist Jeff Grubb also suggests we're getting State of Play in August, as soon as he has Eurogamer's Tom Phillips. Sony has said there's more to come, and we fully expect to see another PS5 update from the company in the coming weeks. Given the sporadic nature of its announcements, though we're hesitant to pin Sony down to a date and time, the truth is no one really knows for sure. And to be honest, yeah, they're right. Nobody knows for sure. Nobody knows exactly what's what with Sony at the moment. And yes, this guy has a really bad track record because that name, as you guys know, is affiliated with the whole July 13th, price and pre-orders thing that got everyone to get all like hopped up and ready to go to lines and stuff, and it didn't happen, and just wasted basically everyone's time. So yes, take it with a grain of salt, but to be honest, what I do believe is that in the coming weeks we are gonna get an announcement from Sony, whether it's a state of play or what's gonna be happening is that they're gonna do a personal event to release the price of the PlayStation 5. Because let's face it, we're coming up on August. This month is the end of July. So August 1, September 2, October 3, November 4, December 5. You got 5 whole months to go before you release this console. And yes, that is without a shadow of a doubt. We know for a fact that either in November or December, they're releasing the PlayStation 5. Oh, they know it. And in those 4 to 5 months, we're not gonna get a price? Come on. Hold on. August, September, October. Let's take out August. If they don't release in August, September, October, you got 2 months, basically, before everyone's expecting the console. So basically, with August in there, that's 3 months. Come on. It's stupid not to think that they're gonna do it very soon. Because how are we gonna prepare for this console if we don't know how much it is or how much it's gonna be purchased for? We need to know. So Sony, get off your ass, and that's my one per list, and give us the damn price. So we know, as PlayStation fans, what we're going to be paying for this console. Because I have a lot of money saved up. I want this console. But the whole thing is, I do not know how much I'm paying. On how much to keep to the side. And when to stop putting money into that account so I can purchase this console on launch day. I need to know. So, am I convinced in the coming weeks we're gonna get something? Yes. Sometime in August? Yes. Because they don't have that much time afterwards. And a lot of people are gonna start getting frustrated because with the holiday season coming up very, very quickly, think about it. People are gonna start getting frustrated and start taking it off of their lists. They're gonna want to do it soon. So, do I believe it's in August? Yes. If not early September, absolutely. So, that's just my 2 cents. But I need to get this up, so let me get going on to the next the next piece of news, which is on the Xbox Series X. And this is written from TheVerge.com. And this is by Sean Hollister on July 23rd at 2:55 p.m. Now, before I get into this, I don't have too much on the Xbox Series X. I don't normally, because let's face it, they've showed their hands. And not everything. They haven't shown all of the cards in their hand, but they've showed their hands. There's not much for me to report on, but let's face it, the console is still big, so yeah, even though it does look like a freaking PC modem. And this article is stated, 1 week later, it looks like Microsoft already broke a big promise with the Xbox Series X, so they're already in trouble. Jeez, Microsoft. They said you wouldn't need an Xbox Series X for 2 years. Did Microsoft convince you that you wouldn't need to upgrade to next-gen hardware to play Xbox Series X game? Think again. Many of the games that Microsoft showcased at its Xbox Series X showcase today, including Forza, aren't currently listed as coming to Xbox One, which suggests either some of these games aren't actually coming out for a long time, or Microsoft has already broken a big promise it made just last week. For years now, Microsoft has been working toward a future where you don't need to buy the latest console to play the newest games. Many now run on a spectrum of hardware, including Xbox One, Xbox One X, and Xbox One S, and One X, and Windows PCs. And the upcoming Xbox Series X was touted as a culmination of that vision. It will play almost every Xbox One game, as well as Xbox 360 and some original Xbox titles. And Microsoft has repeatedly telegraphed that many next-gen Xbox Series X games will run on 2013's Xbox One 2. In fact, the company explicitly promised that its own in-house first-party games won't require you to buy the new Series X console for 2 years. Here's Xbox boss Phil Spencer just last week. You won't be forced into the next generation. We want every Xbox player to play all the new games from Xbox Game Studios. That's why Xbox Game Studios titles will release in a couple of years, like Halo Infinite will be available and play great on Xbox Series X and Xbox One. We won't force you to upgrade to Xbox Series X at launch to play Xbox exclusives. And here's what Xbox Game Studios head Matt Booty told MCV in January. Sorry. As our content comes out over the next 2 years, all of our games, sort of like PC, will play up and down that family of devices. Booty explains. I cannot not laugh at that. Dude, I'm sorry, it's just your name, man. We want to make sure that if someone invests in Xbox between now and Series X, that they feel that they've made a good investment and that we're committed to them with content. Matt, I am so sorry. I know it's childish, but just, dude, your last name, man. Heck, here's a third vision of the promise from March, again with additional bolding. We're making the commitment to use smart delivery on all exclusive Xbox Game Studios titles, including Halo Infinite, ensuring you only have to purchase a title once in order to play the best available version of whichever Xbox console they choose to play on. But during today's Xbox Game Showcase, first-party titles Forza Motorsport, Fable, Avowed, As Dusk Falls, Everwild, and State of Decay 3 were all listed as coming to Xbox Series X and Windows PC specifically, with no Xbox One support and no smart delivery feature. Again, these are all games published by Microsoft's Xbox Game Studios, created by developers that Microsoft owns. To my mind, that only leaves 3 possibilities. 1, Microsoft broke a huge promise in record time. 2, 5 out of the 9 next-gen exclusives Microsoft Showcase today won't arrive until 2 years after launch. Or 3, someone screwed up and of making the presentation title cards for each game. Whew. Our future Xbox Game Studios titles are being developed natively for Xbox Series X. We will continue to invest in tools to devs to scale across consoles. Which consoles each studio game can support will be based on what's best for their game in their community at launch, reads Microsoft's statement to The Verge. An hour ago, we asked Microsoft point blank, yes or no, whether it's still committed to the promise. Whether the title cards were inaccurate, we'll let you know. At the publication, we saw that Avowed's new website does include a mention of the Xbox One, as does a project page that mentions As Dusk Falls, so does a site for Everwild, which we're now realizing is also a first-party title. We're not sure whether we should trust these or the title cards, but are hoping that Microsoft clarifies soon. And I do too. Because to be honest, if you made a gigantic promise, you shouldn't be breaking that immediately in record time. Because let's face it, no, you should not be forced into the console. And the only reason why I'm buying the console at launch is because, well, I want to get the console. And if I didn't have the money, I wasn't gonna, bust my butt to make sure that I had it on launch day. I would still be playing the PS4. Just like I did when the PS4 launched. I was still playing the PS3 because I didn't see the need to upgrade at the moment. And with their whole promise basically saying that you do not need to upgrade to play the latest models or the latest game releases. You can still keep your console that you own and still play these games. And that's a big promise, and I'm hoping that Xbox keeps it to that. I know that over a lot of my gaming news that I don't cover the Xbox Series X a lot. And for the serious fact it is that it's not that I dislike Xbox. I don't want anyone to get that idea. I love gaming equally. It doesn't matter if you're an Xbox fan, a PlayStation fan, a PC fan, a Nintendo fan. I don't care. I love gaming, and I love all the consoles. But the whole problem is that I don't have so much news on the system. Whenever I see a piece of news that I think everyone would enjoy, it always has to do with the PlayStation 5. I don't have too much on the Xbox. So before anyone starts calling me out for being PS5 biased, I'm not. I just don't have any news worthy of you guys for the Xbox Series X. To be honest, it was just the state of play that they were doing. They were releasing some games. Cool. Do I think that Fable should be like one of their main stuff? Yeah, because Fable was freaking awesome. And to be honest, I enjoyed all the Xboxes. I've played a couple of them. A couple of my friends' houses that had Xbox 360s. I enjoyed playing it. I had the original Xbox. No, I have not touched the Xbox One or anything after that. I haven't really touched it. I'm a PlayStation fan, yes, but do I care that people like the Xbox? No. So I'm glad I got that out the way. But to be honest, this I hope they do keep their promise, because Xbox fans shouldn't be lied to. They should be able to play that game, especially if, it would work on the Xbox One. You shouldn't be forcing your base to play it. So, before I get too much off key, we have one more piece of PS5 news to cover. And this comes from WCCFtech.com. And this was written by Francesco De Meo. And I hope I said your name right, dude. I'm sorry. And it states, PlayStation 5 unannounced launch title will be a revival of a big PlayStation franchise. New God of War to be revealed during August State of Play, which is a rumor, which we talked about earlier. Another PlayStation 5 launch title is going to be announced very soon, and it will be a return of a big franchise that is associated with the PlayStation brand. In a new video, YouTuber Moore's Law is Dead reported that a source who confirmed many of the details of the Xbox Game Showcase before the airing of the event revealed that Sony will show another PlayStation 5 launch title during a new State of Play that should air sometime in August, again, which is rumored. The game will mark the return of PlayStation 5's franchise that used to be big, and apparently Mark Cerny himself is working on it. Additionally, the source cited by Moore's Law is Dead revealed that a new God of War is also going to be revealed during the August State of Play. The direct sequel to the 2018 PlayStation 4 exclusive is apparently releasing in late 2021, which that should be epic. God of War 2. Oh, I haven't played the new God of War, but I've seen it, and it looks so good. So good. In his video, Moore's Law is Dead also addresses some other rumors regarding the PlayStation 5 hardware. You can find the full video below, but make sure to take everything with a grain of salt until official announcements are made. Very true. We have been hearing about an August PlayStation 5 focused State of Play for a while now, including, according to rumors, a PlayStation 5 exclusive new entry in the Silent Hill series is going to be revealed during the event. It is developed by Sony Japan Studios and will be PS5 exclusive. Toyama is directing, Akira Yamaoka is composing, Masahiro Ito is doing art, various Siren, Gravity Rush devs, and some others working on it. This has nothing to do with Kojima or Silent Hills. That probably is not happening. Sony is not buying IPs. That's bullshit. That's literally what's on the thing. So you can't really call me out for that. The game is not a remake. It is a soft reboot made so it can be someone's first SH game. The game is playable and has a demo that will be shown around after reveal. The details of this are not murky. There should be no miscommunication. The PlayStation 5 console releases later this year worldwide. We will keep you updated on the date of the next State of Play, blah, 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 blah. So, two big names. God of War, that's God of War 2, and a new entry into Silent Hill. That is great. Let's face it, two of the biggest games, Like, if you talk about gaming and if you played a lot of horror games when, on PlayStation, the first game to come to mind besides Resident Evil, Silent Hill. And Silent Hill was one of those creepy, awe-inspiring games that had just the biggest way of making you fearing the unknown. Like, one of my friends, former friends, was a big Silent Hill fan. And to be honest, when I seen the game, I was absolutely terrified myself. And a God of War 2, a sequel to the 2018 remake, sign the rest of us up. Because God of War itself was amazing. There was no doubt about it. And everything surrounding God of War was just beautiful, awe-inspiring. It was just great. And getting a God of War 2, you gotta say hello. Anyway, that's the end of the gaming news for today. A lot of things have been said, but again, take everything you hear with a grain of salt. I'm gonna tell you this now. It is all rumored, and yes, if you're looking at anything behind me, I'm watching JonTron. Yes, I'm a fan of JonTron. But the whole thing is that there's a lot of things that are gonna be either wrong or just rumors. No one knows anything until it's official. And to be honest, do I want some of these to be real? Absolutely. I need to know the price of the PlayStation 5. Do I want to see a new Silent Hill? Hell yeah. Do I want to see a God of War 2, a sequel? Absolutely. I need to see it because the world needs to see it. And to be honest, I hope that Xbox keeps to what they're promising, because that is good on Xbox's side. So, yeah, that's it for today. Ladies and gentlemen, we got through a lot of stuff today, so I do hope everyone takes it with a grain of salt. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit late on this, but you want to know something? I can't keep a track of everything. Yes, it was my fault, and I can admit that it was my fault for being late, but it's gonna happen. Not all of us are perfect, and I don't have a perfect track record of myself, so, yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see anything more from our beautiful, beautiful creators, I would say all of them are in the description down below. Have a little bit of fun with them because they are wonderful and beautiful people. And to be honest, they're a blast to work with. So I suggest go checking out every one of their channels, including my own that's in the description, because we're finishing up a lot of stuff, which is Tony Hawk Underground 2 and Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag this week. Also, I am doing a live stream of Assassin's Creed this Wednesday, which is taking place of Dragon Age, which is going to be coming back the week after this. And Friday, I'm playing Wizards 101. On Sundays, I play Let It Die and Paladins. So stay tuned, stay with me, because there's always something good going on. If you guys want to see more stuff that I do here, then I suggest you hitting that subscribe button and join me on Thursdays when I'm playing Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. So come in, join in on the fun. It's going to get crazy, it's going to get hectic, so you're going to want to tune in to see what the hell's going on. So join in. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope everyone enjoyed. But good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you dragon things back inside the world of the gaming news. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Damian Dragon action. Peace.